Hash chash eskol. It is good we are together. We acknowledge that we are on the indigenous land of the Coast Salish peoples, who have reserved treaty rights to this land, including the Duwamish, Duh Duabj, Suquamish tribe, Duh Akwabj, Muckleshoot Indian tribe, Buckleshoot, and Snoqualmie Indian tribe, Stokwabuh. We thank these caretakers of this land who have lived and continue to live here since time immemorial. And we thank you for taking the time to know and understand the true history of this place, and to practice allyship in taking care of these shared lands. In good health. Hoi.
We're back. Good to see you all tonight. I've been having a ton of fun meeting many of you. I'm Tom Marr, the new rookie executive director of SIFF, and I am so thrilled. I'm a little giddy. I feel like this is the first day of kindergarten for me. So if I behave strangely, you know why. I want to say that tonight is a night dedicated to our members, the foundation of SIFF. Welcome, and thank you so much for all you do. Thank you. Tonight we pull back the curtain for you and preview some of the films we believe you will enjoy and also want to share. I also want to say that SIFF's mission of film discovery, it's not really an easy one to pursue. Bringing the unfamiliar to people is inherently difficult. And it really requires you to lean in a little bit, to really consider something new on a regular basis. And I really applaud you for your willing to explore and discover. Thank you so much for that. And it also requires an incredible cinema theater crew, also the wonderful volunteers, many of whom I've met tonight, many, many colleagues, a tireless board, filmmakers, programmers, pre-screeners. And these programmers, believe it or not, have watched every one of the nearly 6,000 films we submitted that they submitted this year. Isn't that incredible? All of us, and I mean all of us, are here to be enriched by the powerful force called film. And by championing SIFF, you bring this life-lifting force to many more people who also need to experience films that need to be seen. Thank you for being a champion of SIFF. And also to introduce another champion of SIFF, let me bring up to the stage, please, the wonderful Carson Rennekamp, the head of our membership program. And please welcome him to the stage. And thank you so much, and have fun tonight.
Thank you, Tom. It's very nice. Yeah, so Thank you guys so much for coming out. And as Tom just mentioned, my name is Carson Rennekamp, and I'm the Development and Membership Manager here at SIFF. This is my second festival, and over the last little over a year that I've been at SIFF, I've had the great pleasure of meeting so many of you face-to-face, online, via email, phone calls, etc. And it's been a really great pleasure of mine to hear all your stories about the organization, your passion for the organization over the years, and just how much it means to you in your lives. And it's just, and I just want to say thank you first and foremost. So thank you for sharing all your stories with me, and it's really affected me of how much this organization means to both you and the city. So thank you. So as we do every year, SIFF will be engaged in a membership drive. Why am I telling you? Because I'm a member. Well, I'm asking you guys to be, as you always are, advocates for SIFF, and I really encourage you to encourage your friends and family to sign up and join this vibrant community of film lovers. And also, you know, it's always great to promote free popcorn. So thank you guys so much. So like I said, we'll be working for marketing team. We'll see all sorts of membership promotions and advertising throughout the festival, and we'll be encouraging folks to join during our pre-film introductions. So yeah, just wanted to say, share your love of SIFF with your friends and family. So additionally, in June, after the festival, we will embark on Member Appreciation Month. So during a Member Appreciation Month, while I can't give away all the details now, because we're still kind of ironing them out, I mean, it's April, come on. But we'll be doing special member discounts, free screenings, and other perks that are, like I said, still being ironed out. And it's just our way of saying thank you for being members and, you know, for making SIFF what it is. So just keep your eye on your email about more details coming up. I just wanted to share that we're working on it, but it will be happening in June. So I'd also like to remind you that Give Big is happening May 2nd through 3rd. Early giving is now open if you feel inclined to give an extra donation to SIFF during that time. I greatly encourage you to do so. We have a $25,000 goal, and it'll just really help launch the festival and just be a great boon. So I just wanted to give you guys a reminder about Give Big. Additionally, we have a sponsor a film. When you make a sponsor a film contribution, you are not only supporting SIFF, but you also receive special recognition on the website, pre-film slides, and announced during the film's introduction that you are sponsoring. And I'd like to give a special thank you to Doug Ng, Mary Rainwater, and the Full Series for their continued sponsor of film support. And if you are interested in sponsoring a film, please visit the development table that you saw as you came into the theater after the presentation. Moving on, I want to thank all of our sponsors for all their support of the Seattle International Film Festival. Special shout out to Ingenix for their web support, Wong Duty for their incredible marketing brand that for this year's festival, the Spaceman, is really fantastic to look at every single day. Grand Hyatt for providing all of their lodging for all of our traveling filmmakers. PNTA for providing their event support, and BECU for their and their members for supporting transformative cinema. Okay, so when you came in, you should have gotten a raffle ticket. Now is raffle time. So go ahead, I see some rummaging out in the audience. Go ahead and get your raffle tickets out. Everyone's still rummaging a little bit. So firstly, I'd like to thank some of our contributors for this raffle: Pacific Science Center, Fry Art Museum, Chihuly Garden and Glass, and Mohai, Museum of History and Industry. Okay, so I'm going to be announcing numbers here just in a moment. If you are a winning number, hold it up high so our volunteers can see and they'll distribute their prize. So yeah. Okay, first up, we have a membership for. Oh, I already selected the things right beforehand, so we already have the numbers. Oh, you can't see your tickets. If there's any possibility that we can get house lights on, if that's possible, but if not, I recommend potentially using your phone as a flashlight or holding it up right to your face. Okay. Okay, if we're not doing house lights, then hold it up right to your face. Okay, so first thing we have is of membership to the Fry Art Museum. Number is 843842. 843842. Hold it up high so our volunteers can see. Yay! Okay, fantastic. Moving on. We have 4 tickets to the Chihuly Garden of Glass. That number is 843945. Hold it up high. 843945. Yay! Okay. Next up, 4 tickets to Mohai. 843952. Yay! Okay, we have a complimentary membership to the Pacific Science Center. That number is 843898. If you have it, hold it up high. 843898. Have anyone? Okay, we're gonna move on to the runner-up. Okay, runner-up number is 843977. 843977. Great. Okay, cool. Okay. Okay, so now our next 2 prizes are from SIFF. We have 1 pass for DocFest in October. Oh, as I heard someone say. Okay. All right. So that winning number is 843850. 843850. Fantastic. Thank you. And our final prize, 1 pass to Cinema Italian Style in November. Okay, that number is 843951. Oh, I see some hands up there. All right. Sorry, guys, we couldn't get the house lights up. But it seems that it all ended up working out. Okay, so without further ado, it is my great pleasure and totally stoked to introduce Beth Barrett, our artistic director.
Thank you, Carson. Welcome, everybody, to the 49th Annual Seattle International Film Festival. It's actually just really great to see you all here in person in this beautiful theater as we're looking toward, the coming of summer. Apparently it became summer today. Did everyone else wear a big coat to work this morning? And now they're not. I'd also like to shout out especially Wang Duty and Dos Rios, the production team that actually made the trailer. Everyone that worked on that beautiful trailer did so as a volunteer. So give them a huge round of applause. It's really a lot. I also want to, thank our amazing publications team for the beautiful program you have in your hands. I hope everyone has a program. It's going to be a great way to follow along with the trailer park later on in the evening, but also a great way to discover films. So Tom was correct. We watched nearly 6,000 films from submissions that came through Film Freeway, to distributors that sent us films, to filmmakers that we've known, to come up with 264 films this year in the festival. Weirdly, the exact same number as last year. Not planned, very different configuration. We're representing 74 different countries and regions. 88 of them are narrative features. 45 are documentaries, 4 archival films, 2 secret films, and 125 short films in 16 different short film packages, which is an incredible thing. And then you look at how many of them are a premiere here in Seattle, either a world, North American, or US premiere. Every one of our films is a premiere in Seattle, but knowing that we are actually seeing brand new work from around the world, both in feature and shorts, is incredible. It's what makes this festival so special, is that sense of discovery, that sense that if you don't see it at SIFF, you actually might not see it again anywhere. This is changing a little bit with streaming. You might catch up with it a year later, or it might be hidden in your Netflix queue, streaming down toward like page 10. You're like, ooh, yeah, I recognize that film. The column that I am most proud of is this far right one, which is 69% of our films are first or second time filmmakers. 73, well, actually, 2 of them just got distribution, so I'm gonna go more with like 71% of them. We're currently without US distribution, so probably not coming back to cinemas anytime soon. 52% of our filmmakers self-identify as women or non-binary filmmakers, and 50% of our competition feature films were directed by women. Those kind of numbers are extremely important because one of the things that this amazing group of programmers focuses on is making sure that the stories that we're giving you all, that we're presenting as part of the festival, are actually coming from those filmmakers who are living those experiences, who are living those stories, or are from those communities. And so by making sure that the directors and key cast people are actually telling their own stories with this discovery kind of thing is really crucial to bringing the kind of program that we bring. So these are the very, very tired human beings who watched those 6,000 films along with our pre-screeners. You can see the little red asterisk. Those folks participated in short film programs. They had a record number of short films to watch. It's a lot. I'm incredibly proud to be part of this group, and I know there are some of our programmers who are out sitting happily in the audience. If you are one of those folks, just kind of raise your hand. I know I saw James earlier. No, they're hiding. However, a number of our programmers are also going to come up and share with you some of their favorites, their programs that they've been working on so hard, and their incredible energy around these films. So it is my great pleasure to introduce Dan Duty, Marcus Gorman, Megan Leonard, Megan Garballo Lopez, Sujin Chan, Stan Shields, and Tracy Rector. So I get to talk about the galas and the big ticket items and stuff like that. So I am so excited that we are opening with Celine Song's Past Lives. I was in the press and industry tent at Sundance, standing in line for a whole different film. I don't even remember what that film was now. And I looked over and there was this line forming on the other side of the tent with people that I really respect. And I was like, I guess I should be in that line. And so I did, and I was one of the last people let in. It's like seeing the film from this corner of the theater. But yet, I have not stopped thinking about it. So I am so excited to share it with you all on May 11th at the Paramount. And Celine Song will be here to help us contextualize her film. It's really, really exciting. Thanks to our friends at A24. We do have 2 spotlight screenings this year. SIFF and Crossfade Cinema, DJ Nickfit, will present The Craft, an all-girl band soundtrack to the classic 1996 cult classic film about the Coven of Teen Witches. And then the world premiere of local filmmaker Megan Griffith's new film, Year of the Fox, which was written and produced by Eliza Flug, about growing up in that rarefied circle of 1990s Aspen society. It's part of an incredibly strong Northwest Connections film, section that we have this year. Many of those titles will be mentioned in other programs as well. We are closing the festival with a film called I Like Movies, because we all like movies. We like movies a lot. This is Chandler Levac's really boisterous and very funny and very nod, nod, wink, wink on the indie film scene story of a 17-year-old Canadian boy who, in his mind, is just going to skate right through NYU Tisch, right onto indie film stardom as soon as he makes $90,000 by working in his local video store. So we are going to see a couple of trailers now, one for Past Lives and one for I Like Movies.
There's a word in Korean, 인연. It means providence or fate.
Do you believe in that?
That's just something Koreans say to seduce someone.
What a good story this is. Childhood sweethearts who reconnect 20 years later and realize they were meant for each other. In the story, I would be the evil white American husband standing in the way of destiny.
Shut up. He was just this kid in my head for such a long time. I think I just missed him.
Did he miss you?
혜성! 와, 너다.
와,
와,
진짜 와다. 와.
와.
Not really sure how to feel about it, son. And the way you move makes me feel like I can't
좋다.
live without you.
뭐가?
그냥
너랑
너랑 얘기하는 거?
The guy flew 13 hours to be here. I'm not gonna tell you that you can't see him or something.
만약에 네가 한국을 떠나지 않았다면 내가 널 찾았을까? 우리가 사귀었을까? 헤어졌을까? 부부가 됐을까? 아이들을 가졌을까?
너는 나를 왜 찾았어?
한 번 더 보고 싶었어.
If two strangers walk by each other in the street and their clothes accidentally brush, that means there have been 8,000 layers of inyan between them.
Want you to stay. Want you to stay.
I just don't understand why you won't apply to Canadian universities.
Because I don't want to be like a Canadian filmmaker.
What about Adam McGuane or David
Cronenberg. Oh my God.
Where do you go?
Burlington. Recognize.
What is this?
Okay, I just think that you should make films about things that matter to you.
Maybe if you didn't make the most embarrassing movie of all time.
I don't know if you know, but Lawrence applied to NYU. He's very talented.
Why don't you just tell me a little bit about yourself?
Movies are my entire life. 2 tickets to Paul Thomas Anderson's Punch Drunk Love, please. I got a job at sequels, man. It's the best thing that's ever happened to me.
How many copies of Shrek do you think you can sell? Donkey.
I thought I got hired here to talk about real cinema. So how long have you worked here for?
4 years.
Did you ever want to do anything else? Like, have a career?
I have a career.
I never really thought that I was good enough, but I've decided to bet on myself as an artist and a young man. After high school, I see myself having a really different life. What, so you're just not gonna want to be my friend? We should have like a staff picks wall. Section of the store that's all of our favorite movies. Wild Things has a 3-week late fee on it. I don't care that that's your favorite movie to jerk off to. My store really needs it back, okay?
Can you give in just once?
No!
If you play your cards right, I could see you having a career in the video store industry.
Don't you think I'm more capable than that?
Why are you being a dick? I can't believe my job is to make you feel good about yourself.
It is so depressing to know that I have to go through the rest of my life just like me.
I think you should go to a party.
No. I like movies.
Look me up on IMDb sometime.
I have to say it's incredible to see all of your smiles and hear your laughter tonight. It's amazing. My name is Tracy Rector, and I want to share that it's good to be together tonight here on Coast Salish territories. I am the programmer who gets to contribute to the Sin-Indigenous program. This year, 8 feature films of Native and Indigenous stories from around the world, as well as a shorts package called Connected by Water. It's a beautiful, beautiful lineup of stories from South Africa, from Taiwan, and from across Turtle Island. I'll ask this crowd tonight, do you all know what Turtle Island is? Yeah, North America. All right. In addition to our incredible lineup of films, we also are in our 8th year of the Fourth World Media Lab Fellowship. So if you attend some of the Indigenous screenings, May 16th through May 21st, you'll have a chance to meet 6 incredible Indigenous filmmakers who are emerging in mid-career. And just hands up to SIFF for being such incredible partners in building capacity and uplifting these spaces for Indigenous makers. Next, I just want to say that we have an incredible film that uplifts the power of collective creativity. It's called We Are Still Here. It's a story by 9 Indigenous filmmakers, well, more, from 9 different communities from across Pacifica, Australia, Aotearoa, and other neighboring islands. And I would love to share the trailer with you tonight.
Tā, kia moe Pākehā ahau. Kua pāhuatia e ia te whenua nei.
Ko ai koe tama. Ko ai.
That's embarrassing.
My family. Patanganam ngundam dananam angelam likik.
You want some medicine? In exchange for that thing around your neck.
You just had to get involved, eh?
E mea nā koe he ihu hupe noi ho ahau.
O koutou taku mana. Tuturu o whiti whakamaua kia tīna. Humie, huie, tākie.
Hey everyone, I'm Justine Barda, and I program film from the Middle East, North Africa, and France. One of my real favorites this year is a film called Hanging Gardens, an amazing first feature from Iraq. It's about a young boy who finds a sex doll at a dump outside Baghdad. It's touching, it's funny, and it's truly original. Then there are a number of films by returning filmmakers. Subtraction is a psychological thriller from Mani Hariri, who also made Pig and A Dragon Arrives. Subtraction is about a couple in Tehran who one day discover their doppelgangers living on the other side of town. A House in Jerusalem is the new film from brothers Moyad and Rami Alyan, who were last at SIFF with the reports on Sarah and Salim. This new film is a Palestinian ghost story set in West Jerusalem. I want to end with another one of my personal favorites. This one's called The Opponent. It's the second film from Milad Alami, who was previously at SIFF with The Charmer. This one stars Peyman Moadi from A Separation in a fantastic performance as a boxer from Iran who immigrates to Sweden and brings his secret past with him. Let's watch a trailer.
یهویی شوهرم اومد خونه سر تا پاش خونی بود هممون شوکه شده بودیم دخترها همینجور گریه میکردن بهش گفتم دیگه بعد از اینجا بریم
بعدش هم اومدیم اینجا فکر کنم اگه همین داستانو بگیریم تو تهش بریم شاید کار کنه شاید دیپورتمون نکنه
در ایمان از ترنم آسیدان
آقای کرمزاده رسیده؟ یه چند تا سوال ازش داشتیم
ندش در اومده بود با حرف بزنی
Ja, det är en varg där ute. Men de kommer nog skjuta en snart.
سلام
تا رسیدیم از همون بازجویی کردم حالا تو فکر میکنی من نمیدونم ما چرا اینجاییم؟
My name is Stan Shields, and I'm the programming manager here at SIFF. And I want to welcome you all to the next section here, which is African Pictures, which is curated by Nancy Pappas and Justine Barta. Justine, you saw briefly on the screen there. This year's program features 6 films. First, from South Africa, we have the documentary Melissa Thondo, which is a kaleidoscopic exploration of identity, race, and history. From Nigeria, we have Mami Wata, which is a visually stunning film depicting timeless themes of tradition, faith, modernity, and the clash of cultures. It also won the Special Jury Award for Cinematography at this year's Sundance Film Festival. Another award winner from Nigeria is a feature about an unlikely pair forming a deep connection and navigating their same-sex relationship in a society where that is taboo. A touching and particularly significant film, All the Colors of the World Are Between Black and White, won the Berlin Film Festival's Teddy Award for the best LGBTQIA film this year. There's also Free Money, which is a Kenyan and American co-production, which is a documentary that explores the consequences of a universal basic income experiment done in the Kenyan village of Kogutu and raises important questions about the effectiveness of aid programs and the long-term impacts of UBI initiatives. We also have 2 films from North Africa this year, which one is Harka from Algeria, which is set in the aftermath of the Arab Spring, and the other is The Blue Kaftan, which is a wonderful story of a tailor and his wife who run a shop selling beautiful handmade kaftans, and the apprentice who changes their lives. Let's watch a trailer.
شحال انت كتسنى؟
شي ساعة
ويدك خفيفة؟
كنخدم في فيسح دابا تشوف
كيبان عجبها الحرفة بصح
ما بقى حتى واحد باغي يتعلم الحرفة حليم
مينا مينا مينا
ورك مزيان فاش تدخل
يوسف فينا هو ستعوض
أنا ماشي شفار
علاش كتطلب منه الصباح ما فهمتش
القفطان كيخصو يعيش كتر من ولادو تلبسو بنتها من وراه اصبر للسماء.
Hello, hola. I'm Ebe Tabachnik. I'm one of the senior programmers at the Seattle International Film Festival. This is my 8th year at the SIFF family. I hail from Argentina. I'm based in LA. And I focus on films from Latin America, Spain, and Portugal. This year we have 12 amazing films, most of them directed by women or first-time directors. Some of the highlights are 20,000 Species of Bees, the film that won the Best Performance Award at Berlinale this year, or the new film by Mexican director Tatiana Hueso called Echo. But I want to tell you about an Argentinian film called Let the Dance Begin. You're going to see a trailer in a minute, and I think you're going to love it. Get your tissue paper ready. You're going to cry, maybe laugh, and I'm sure you're going to like it. So, let the dance begin here. Thank you, and see you at the movies.
Te ha llamado un tal Pichunito, Pichulito, algo así, desde Buenos Aires.
Pichuquito.
Eso.
Margarita era una estrella, un ícono nacional.
De Margarita no te acordaba ni vos.
Mirá que era linda la guacha.
¿A quién le decís guacha, viejo choto?
¿Pero qué broma es esta?
Tuvimos un hijo.
¿Quién es?
Vos y yo.
La madre que me parió.
Quiero ir a Mendoza a conocer a mi hijo. Y quiero que vos me acompañes.
No, yo a esto no me subo.
No te hagas el pinole,
¡Que
Carlito!
no, coño, que no!
Ahora se hace el gallego también.
Yo te prometo que en 2 días está de vuelta.
¿No te acordás de cuando fuimos a la Casa Blanca a bailar para Ronald Reagan y fuimos portada del New York Times?
Escuchaste cómo pronuncia. El New York Times, Ronald Reagan. ¡Qué paquete!
¿No podés esperar un poquitito que ahora vamos a parar para comer?
No puedo esperar, tengo problemas de próstata. Pará, por favor, que me meo, dale, que me meo.
¿Otra vez?
Qué viejo está.
¿Cuándo se lo vas a contar?
Todavía no.
¿Hay más sorpresas?
Sí, y una grande.
Yo ya no estoy por estos trotes. Dejemos a la policía tranquila, no nos metamos en problemas. ¿Qué haces? ¿No querés matar?
Bajá, Julio, me los cargo estos 2 viejos.
Esto es una locura.
La verdad, hermano, lo linda que era.
¿Qué era, no? ¿Qué es?
A lo mejor hoy es el día de decir verdades.
Pichu, cállate.
Joder.
Toda me engañaste con la vestidora, con la bailarina.
No empecemos, por favor.
DNI
Es necesario.
son las normas. ¿Qué es la policía?
¡La madre que me parió!
Dale, dale.
Yo con vos bailo hasta el himno nacional.
Qué exagerado.
This last year, we lost a number of incredible members of our community. Filmmaker John Behrens, writers Bruce Reed and John Hartle, and programmers Ruth Haler and Marina Jaja. We will be honoring Ruth Haler with a 35mm print screening of 7 Samurai here at the Egyptian, and honoring John Hartle's life with The Incredible Shrinking Man, which was one of his favorite films. As you all know, Marina programmed Central and Eastern European films, the X Block. And this year, we have 10 films from the region, including the Romanian thriller To the North, the very harrowing 20 Days in Mariupol, Signe Baumann's animated sexually charged romp, My Love Affair with Marriage, and Smoke Sauna Sisterhood from Estonia, about the secrets that women share alone in the sauna. And this screening will be dedicated to Marina. We have a couple of trailers for you, Smoke Sauna Sisterhood and My Love Affair with Marriage.
Poeg sündis, siis tuli peremismajja. Aga kui tütar sündi või?
Põhiline oligi see, et mehed sind tahaksid, sest siis sa oled nagu väärtuslik naine. Ja ainus hea asi minu keha puhul oli see, et mul olid ilusad tissid.
You are on your way to becoming a woman. There are simple rules for a woman to succeed in life. Beware of everything, especially men.
I did not exist before I met you. My soul was empty.
The moment Zelma fell in love with Sergei, her neurons started to release 3 neurotransmitters: norepinephrine, serotonin, and dopamine.
Your ass is sagging there, right under the cheeks. Without me, you wouldn't know your flaws.
If you plucked your eyebrows and wore short skirts, you'd be able to get a rich guy who would take care of you.
I'm a girl and have a girl repertoire.
I'll be the best girl I can be.
Let's go. What a great day to get married.
Do you have a secret?
You are the one. You can change everything.
I feel so small before this daunting. I would give everything I have for you to love me, except for just one thing. I dance on the graves of my many mistakes. They're cold, shiny stones. They teach me new rules. Tip, top, tip, tippity top. I'm moving forward, I'm moving on. Tip, top, tip, tippity tip. I'm moving forward, going on a trip. Love your children more than your husband, and everything will be all right.
Yes, please give it a round of applause. It deserves it. I am so excited to have you check out this year's Face the Music lineup, which is featuring 6 films that cover a wide variety of musical genres, as well as the special DJ Nick Fit the Craft event that Beth mentioned earlier. We'll be kicking things off this year with an intimate look at the legendary queen of disco in Love to Love You, Donna Summer, which explores both her legendary dance floor hits as well as her complicated personal journey through her stardom. Then we'll also take a look back at the music and activism that drove the iconic jazz drummer Max Roach. And Max Roach, the drum also waltzes. And then in piano forte, we'll go behind the scenes of Warsaw's prestigious international Chopin piano competition at the world's best young pianists compete for in a world that will guarantee them international fame and success if they are able to accomplish it. We'll also have Alexandria Bombach's refreshing It's Only Life After All, which weaves together candid interviews with 40 years of archival material to look at the trailblazing career of the Indigo Girls. Yes, you should be there. So the thing is that we didn't have a trailer, no one had a completed trailer that we could use for today. So this is the perfect excuse for me to show my favorite trailer of a music-related but non-Face the Music film, which is Ernest and Celestine, A Trip to Djibertia.
Allez en Sarabie. Ernest, allez, en route pour la Sarabie.
Ah, Célestine!
C'est ça la Sabari, ton pays natal.
La Charabie, Célestine. Tu vas voir, c'est tout le temps la fête. Il y a de la musique partout. Et ça, c'est la devise de la Charabie. C'est comme ça, et pas autrement.
Police musicale!
L'utilisation de notes interdites. Vous êtes bon pour la prison, mon vieux. Mais qu'est-ce que c'est que cette histoire?
Vous faites encore la chasse aux notes?
Mi fa sol, c'est-le!
Maintenant, il n'y a plus qu'une seule note autorisée. Mais c'est complètement absurde. C'est comme ça et pas autrement.
Surveillez-le. Peut-être qu'il va nous mener à mi fa sol.
Mais quand même, c'est votre fils!
Un musicien.
Mi fa sol, recherché pour résistance musicale.
Mot de passe. Eh ben j'en sais rien, moi. C'est pas le mot.
On peut pas partir. La résistance musicale a besoin de nous, Ernest.
Célestine!
Qui cherche les notes trouvera la mélodie.
Hello, my name is Chun Soo-jin, and it's an honor just to be Asian. This year's Asian Crossroads program features 13 films from 7 countries. They take us on a journey from Mongolia's vast steppes to Taiwan's misty highlands to India's climate-impacted fishing waters. The latter two explore stories from their indigenous inhabitants. Among other featured films is Table for Six from Hong Kong, which depicts an awkward reunion dinner, and Ajama from Singapore, which follows a K-pop obsessed widow on an unexpected adventure in South Korea. Then there's Plan 75 from Japan, which portrays a government-sponsored euthanasia program for the country's aging population, which doesn't seem all that far from reality if you've seen the news recently. We're also excited to present Next So-hee from South Korea, which is included in the new director's competition. Based on real-life events, the film follows the story of a cheery high school student who tragically dies while working at a call center. The investigation into her death uncovers the interlocking social and political systems that contribute to it. Director Juri Jung follows up a highly regarded 2014 debut with this chilling and thought-provoking second feature. It was also the first and only Korean film to close the Cannes Film Festival, cementing her place as a director to watch. Let's take a look.
드디어 우리도 대기업 보낸다 이거야.
하청 아니고?
여기다가 사인하시고.
반갑습니다. 저는 팀장 이준호입니다. 지훈 씨.
그냥 봐. 금방 배우겠습니다, 선배님.
공인중개사야?
취업 교육이라고 봤더니 화장시키고 앉았다. 그래도 이제 나 사무직 여직원이다.
그 현장 실습 말이에요. 나는 처음에 그게 무슨 대학병원 인턴십 같은 건가 했어. 왜 실전에서 기술을 배워야만 완성되는 교육이라는 게 있으니까.
전체 콜센터 통틀어 우리 팀이 꼴찌죠. 특히 여기 김소희 씨.
차라리 그만두지. 나 회사 그만두면 안 될까?
힘든 일을 하면 돈 좀 받으면 될 텐데. 그런 일을 한다고 더 무서워. 아무도 신경을 안 써. 그러면 완전히 혼자가 돼.
Next, I'd like to talk a little bit about films from Western and Central Europe, particularly Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. Now, these films this year offer a profound connection to the world and weave a complex, thrilling dialogues with history. Now, from Marguerite von Trotte's comes a new literary romance set in Paris, Rome, North Africa, and Zurich. Ingeborg Bachmann, Journey into the Desert, features addictive performances by Vicky Krieps and Ronald Zerfeld as mid-century authors and lovers Ingeborg Bachmann and Max Frisch. Now, in Retreat from Switzerland, we have the opposite approach, a deeply creepy, unbearably tense parable of a father and son turning their backs on history and the world and isolating themselves, perhaps forever, in the Swiss Alps. Now, next on a very different key, Sonne from Austria's Kudwin Ayub is a hilariously cringy story of an immigrant and religious identity among girls in a multicultural high school in Vienna. And Martin Swartz, who's the programmer of this section, would be very sad if I didn't also mention Polish director Michał Kwasinski's jagged, attractive, and surprisingly lusty story of a Jewish refugee from Poland working clandestinely and dating compulsively at the top hotel in a Nazi-era Frankfurt, Germany in the film Philip. And finally, in the German-Georgian co-production, A Room of My Own, by Soso Bliadze, we have an incredibly intimate, incredibly authentic tale of two young women who become roommates and maybe more in Tbilisi, Georgia. Let's take a look.
ნახე, ხო განცხადება 500 ლარი გვაქვს ჯამში გადასახდელი. 250 ლარი გამოდის თითოზე, პლუს კომუნალურები, 300 ლარამდე ჯამში რა.
მოიწყდა?
მე არ ვიცი, რაც ქიშთან ერთად ცხოვრობ, ტიტვალი დადეს სახში. მეზობლები ისეთი სახით მიყურებენ, რომ მგონია რომ რაღაცა დავაშავა. ვიცი, მაგათ ყოველს პოზები ვგონია.
And I feel inside like morning grows when I fall in love. You want to go all my life. I will miss this moment.
არაფერი მოგიკითხე. არ შეიძლება რომ მოგიკითხო.
აი, დაჩები, ერთი წამდა. აი, რასაკეთე?
რას ვაკეთებ?
Дякую.
Hi, members. What's up? How y'all doing? Hi, streamers. My name is Megan Garballo Lopez. I'm the education manager here at SIFF, and I program our Films for Families and our Future Wave films. And this year, our selections are packed with adventure, self-discovery, and resistance. I'll start with Films for Families first. One of my can't-miss picks is Mavka, the Forest Song. It is a stunningly animated fantasy from Ukraine. Like, it rivals a Disney movie. It's so beautiful. The music, the visuals, and the message are all the kind of things we need right now, and it will really hit with kids and adults alike. So check it out. For our little ones out there, our little baby cinephiles, you cannot beat Yuku and the Himalayan flower. It has everything you want. It has a tiny mouse, an equally tiny ukulele, and some big obstacles that this little mouse must cleverly overcome. Hint, it is with song, and it is a delight. For Future Wave, people who know me know I'm a little bit hyperbolic, but I am literally obsessed with everything in this package. Local film Anu will have its world premiere. That film has been it's taken 7 years to bring to life to our screens, and it's just real exciting. Are there any anime fans here? Yeah, anime. You can't miss Lonely Castle in the Mirror. It is based on a popular children's novel, and it is so great, and I love it. Last year's New Works in Progress film, And the King Said, What a Fantastic Machine, will explode onto our screens, and you'll see that trailer a little bit later. And first-time filmmaker Sarah Combe Hollins got a film called Egghead and Twinkie, and it will make your transracial adoptee sapphic buddy rom-com road movie dreams come true. And you can't miss it. It's giving Juno, it's giving everything you want out of a teen movie, and something you've never seen before. And the final film I'll talk about, we're gonna watch the trailer right now, is Dancing Queen, which the chubby little 9-year-old in me really needed, and it was a pleasure to program. It will leave you crying and boogieing your seat until the very end. So let us watch that trailer.
Hvem er det? Edwin. Han har flyttet hit. Han er bare en av Norges beste hiphop-dansere, liksom. Han er jævlig digg.
Hvor mange av dere er det som har danset fra før?
Krølla 50-lapp, yo. Yeah, dette er kampen om tron, ikke kampen om kron.
Jeg lurte på om du ville lære meg å danse.
Vet du hvor mye man jobber for å bli skikkelig god nå?
Nei.
10 000 timer.
Jeg trenger en å øve med. Vil du?
Vi skal vinne The Immersive Challenge. Følg med! Kødder du med dama mi, eller?
Dama di? Kjærester?
Ja, eller hva dere kaller det nå for tiden, da.
Herregud, æsj!
Men faen! Faen, hvor mye veier du egentlig?
Hva er det som har skjedd? Kan du gå vekk?
For å bli en god danser så må du skikkelig jobbe. Vil du bli best, eller vil du fortsette å være en amatør? Hun har jo trent som bare det helt siden start, jo. Siden start når hun kom her og dansa som en fuckings bolledeig. Edvin?
Jeg kan jo ikke danse.
Ina.
Vi er ikke ferdig med å prøve.
Tror du særlig det?
Når er den opptaksprøven egentlig?
I morgen.
Nei, jeg tror jeg er i morgen allerede.
Hello, everybody. I am Megan Leonard. I'm so pleased to get to present Shorts Fest for you all. I co-lead Shorts along with my colleague down here, Dan Duty. And we, as Beth mentioned, watched a record number of short film submissions this year to create our 16 programs, 125 films across these, and there are honestly so many great shorts, it's even hard to recommend a single program. Before we get into it, I want to just let everybody know that there are some changes to how we're doing Shorts Fest this year. Shorts Fest opening night program will still be on Friday, May 12th, but shorts are now spread out across the entire festival. So you have all festival to have the opportunity to catch out at least one shorts program, because like I said, there's something for everybody. I mean, we have programs this year that include everything from animals, sci-fi, Seattle local films, indigenous, queer, docs, alt-cin, films for families, animation for adults, and because for some reason this seemed to be the horniest batch of short films I have ever watched, we have a program called Full Frontal that is devoted to female filmmakers and feelings, and then we have our WTF program this year called All Turned On. So yes, it is a very horny year for shorts. You will find most of our programs this year still at the Uptown, as you're used to, but also note you'll find a few hiding over at the Film Center, as well as we will be showcasing our late night and WTF programs right here at the Egyptian. So be sure not to miss those. I love programming short films because I feel like it's where new filmmakers are blossoming, and it is their gateway to becoming feature filmmakers. And this year is no different. We have films in new American cinema that are the returners of shorts filmmakers that are now feature filmmakers. So we have 6 films in competition this year, and one of those is a film called Late Bloomers. The director of Late Bloomers, Lisa Steen, won SIFF's Audience Award for her short film back in 2019 called Stepdaddy. If anybody remembers that, it was a hilarious little short film that you can now catch online, I'm sure. But she is back with her debut feature starring Karen Gillan as a woman that I would say is more coming to terms rather than coming of age. So be sure to check that one out. We have some great other films in our competition that includes the world premiere of the Zach Braff produced The Mattachine Family, which stars Nico Tortonella, who you may recognize from the silver screen from the series Younger, as well as Emily Hampshire from Schitt's Creek. And it's a beautiful, heartwarming comedy, but tearjerker. Make sure to bring your tissues as you watch a gay man seeking fatherhood on his own terms. Outside of competition, we also have some great festival favorites, including the return of Justin Chon with his new film Jamo Jaya, as well as Molly Gordon and Ben Platt's Theater Camp, which also stars Amy Sedaris and is just so much fun, and you will just be losing your minds. So definitely stay tuned for that one. And then truly one of my favorite films of this year's festival that really just struck me, and as the film developed, my jaw slowly began to drop. It's just such a beautiful film. Again, a filmmaker returning to the festival, Andrea Palaaro, with his new film Monica, starring Trace Lysette, who you may know from Transparent, as well as Patricia Clarkson, and we have a trailer.
Hey, love, it's me. I know you said you wanted some space, but I miss you a lot. I just wanted to let you know that I will be coming. I'm gonna hit the road and I should be there in a couple of days. It's been a long time since I've seen them.
I'm just so happy that you're here. You ready? This is Monica.
Hi. Hey.
Your mother.
She doesn't know who I am.
I don't know what I would do if I couldn't be with my own mom at a moment like this.
Gotta say, I never would have recognized you.
Listen, whatever's happening, it's not worth it. Family comes first.
I know you told me not to call, but I just need to talk. I can no longer be your mother. That's what she said to me.
Is everything okay?
Things have been very tough around here. When are you gonna tell her?
What's your name? Please remind me.
Monica.
No, right? So, as you all know, the SIFF audience loves a good documentary. And this year we have 45 of them spread throughout all of our programs, which is an amazing number. It's a third of our feature film program, which is not intentional, but yay. So we've got docs covering lots of different subjects. We've got docs about people. Art for Everybody is about the artist Thomas Kincaid, who you may recognize from every doctor's office in the United States of America and Cozy Little Cottages. Turns out he was a very talented and tormented artist. And this is told with his family. It's a ride you do not expect, and it's really amazing. We've got Being Mary Tyler Moore, about the trailblazing, wonderful Mary Tyler Moore. We've got Steph Curry, Underrated, for the basketball folks in the room. Yep, the basketball folks on the stage. We've got world and North American premieres of some local films. We have Alan at Work, from the full serious pass holder Doug Eng. We've got Even Hell Has Its Heroes from Clyde Peterson, about the very influential local band Earth, and Punderneath It All, which is a world premiere following a pun contest. It's very funny, especially if you like puns. Wonderful. And then two terrific docs returning to us from last year's New Works in Progress Forum. We have Motherland, fresh off a grand jury win in CPH docs. And as Stan mentioned earlier, or Megan, sorry, And the King Said, What a Fantastic Machine. And we have a trailer for that.
–1858. 2 personer slår vad. Lyfter en galopperande häst alla hovar från marken. En ny uppfinning registrerar det mänskliga ögat inte kan se. Författaren Elizabeth Eastlake säger då om denna maskin: kamerans uppgift är att bevisa fakta. Varje fotografi blir till ett autentiskt kapitel i vår världs historia.
Bitch.
Pardon me. My apologies.
Who the fuck is that?
I can keep recording you. I can do it. For recording you, I'm sitting in my car.
Turn the camera. Go ahead. Turn the camera, man. Turn the camera. You with the
Don't make unnecessary journeys. Don't take risks on treacherous roads.
I mean, that's what entertainment's supposed to do. It's supposed to make you forget your miserable life.
Fuck fake news! Fuck fake news!
This is extremely dangerous.
It's our democracy.
Say cheese.
Yes. Hi, my name is Marcus Gorman. I program New American Cinema and WTF, the mysterious world of WTF. Wild, terrifying, and fantastic. This is where we get weird, spooky, off the wall, fantastical, bloody, crazy, and hopefully show you something you've never seen before. Up first, from the magical distant land of Canada, is My Animal, which has queer teenagers, werewolves, sex, and ice skating. The Visitor from the Future, time-traveling sci-fi comedy with time cops, zombies, nuclear annihilation, France. Demigod, The Legend Begins, which is a bloody, swashbuckling epic about Taiwanese puppets fucking each other up with swords. And then we have a mystery film called Wild, Terrifying, and for one night only. That is not its title. We cannot tell you, but you should show up. We promise weird, wild, and it should be seen on the biggest screen possible. And now here is my colleague, Dan Duty.
So the good news is we're ahead of schedule. The bad news is that I need to fill up the time because this doesn't have to run until 8:07. So 30 minutes of all me.
No, Dan.
Yep. I checked your run of so. That's the price we pay for getting ahead of schedule. Where's Steve Smith? If it's not even SIFF unless he's here in the front row to heckle us. So. All right. Well, I'm going to talk about a few more WTF films. How many folks here remember Aramentari from a few years ago? Yes. We've got the filmmaker's follow-up film, Arati, which has been described as the Basque Lord of the Rings, only it's 2 hours long instead of 6 hours. And you don't have to sit through 9 hours of Hobbit prequel either. So there's a bonus there. Cockneys versus Zombies was a big midnight hit a few years ago. We had the follow-up from that filmmaker, The Last Exit, which takes place in Scotland and will make you deathly afraid of Jolie Richardson. So circle that on your calendars. Lola, which is a alternate history, time travel, found footage thriller from Ireland, which lets you know that the worst thing that the Nazis would ever do when they won the World War II would be to prevent David Bowie from being born, so, as well as the punk movement. And then, speaking of Nazis, we have Mother Superior, which is one of my favorite WTF films. It's a great little tight 70-minute thriller that takes place in Austria in the 60s, and it has a nurse who is a part of the Nazi eugenics program trying to find out the mysteries behind her birth, and it leads into one of the better folk horror films I've seen in recent years. And with that, we have the trailer for Visitor from the Future, which is another favorite film of mine. I like to think of it as if Heavy Metal Magazine had a cinematic love child with Mad Magazine conceived at the drive-in. That would be what Visitor from the Future would be like. So enjoy the trailer.
Je viens du futur. Si vous ne m'écoutez pas, voilà ce qui va se passer.
C'est quoi ça? On est où?
Dans le futur.
Ta centrale va exploser, papa.
Vous n'allez pas me faire croire que toutes les catastrophes qui ont lieu dehors sont toutes de ma faute.
Si tu construis ta centrale, voilà ce qui va se passer.
Tous les 70 ans, le nuage tue 50% de la population à chacun de ses passages.
Il est bien gros, là.
Sacrifier mon père pour sauver le monde, c'est pas juste. Je suis sûre qu'il peut changer.
Lui et ses complices sont notre priorité.
Ces actions peuvent briser le continuum espace-temps.
Il y a 2 nouveaux types qui ont débarqué, le clodo a disparu, je suis perdu là.
3, 2... J'entends des chiffres, mais à l'envers. La compte à rebours, c'était ça les chiffres.
Notre mission est de protéger le cours du temps. Si on perd, tout le monde perd. Tout a une fin. Même le monde.
Vous inquiétez pas, il n'aura pas le temps de me voir venir.
Oh putain!
Yep. So traditionally, now is the time that Marina would recite the poem of the titles that sound alike to make sure that you all were paying attention to them in the program and weren't going to the wrong films. So in her honor, we would all like to do that. 20,000 species of bees, 20 days in Mariupol, 26.2 to life.
Alan at work, Alma Mula, the blue kaftan, blue jean.
Fremont, free money. The Hill of Secrets, Hole in the Head, a house in Jerusalem, a letter from Helga, let the dance begin, let the river flow.
Mom, motherland, mother superior.
Mutt, my animal, my love affair with marriage.
Sister and sister, smokes on a sisterhood.
Subtraction, superposition.
To kill a tiger, to the north.
4 little adults, table for 6, 7 samurai, the 8 mountains, the night of the 12th, Cuckoo 43, Plan 75, and Chile 76. So thank you all for coming tonight. We're very, very excited to kick off the program and to have you all here. A little bit about what is coming next. We do still have 4 platinum passes for sale. So if you are in them, you're like, okay, I need to see all of those and I need to know I have a seat. We do have platinum passes for sale. We have tickets available here at the box office and online. Everyone that has a pass will get an email the beginning of next week about the preview screenings, which will be from May 8 to 11 at the Uptown at 10, noon, and 2. So 12 great films there. If you still need to buy your pass, pick up your pass, pick up some tickets, if you see something that you didn't already get a ticket for and you're like, no, I must see that, the box office folks will be out there for about another half hour to make sure that everybody gets what they need. So we're gonna take about a 10-minute break and then y'all will come back and we have about 2.5 hours worth of trailers. Yep, it's true. So we're going to show them alphabetically so you can follow along in the program guide, but we've pulled out all the WTF trailers and we'll show those at the end for the diehards. So once you get up into the Yuku in the Himalayan flower trailer, if WTF is not your thing, that would be your great cue to stand up and leave, because then it will be the WTF trailers. Again, thank you all so much for being members, for supporting us, for being here year after year, and enjoy the festival.